Hello everyone and welcome to another video. In today's video I want to talk about what I use for helping me keep a track of how I'm developing my games. So if you're working in the games industry, you probably know what I'm talking about, but for people who don't work in the games industry and people who wonder what I'm talking about, certain game developers use a tool to be able to track their progress on what kind of things they're doing and making. Some people use quite rudimentary, crude things like just normal note-taking, and other developers use more of advanced systems, and one of those systems that is used is Trello. Now, Trello is free to use, and anyone can use it, even you at home if you want to. There's no free trial or anything. You can just go and sign up and you can start using Trello, and away you go. But the premise of Trello is just you have a board and you can start making lists of things with certain tasks or certain checklists that you need to complete. Say for example that you want to start a YouTube video and you want to start making some videos on YouTube. Well, with Trello you can actually start keeping a track of that by saying I need to make A video, B video, C video. You can then start by thinking about, okay, maybe I might need to then go on to make a thumbnail. I may need to edit the video. I may need to actually do some final tweaks and things that you want to try and do to the video. And then once it's published, you can then actually put that on the published list. And that's how you would keep a track of things. For game development specifically, for me, the way I use Trello is quite straightforward. For me, I try and divide up the lists of tasks into certain sections for a game. For example, like UI, UX, gameplay mechanics, the art and UI stuff, animation, and coding. And so what I've been doing for the past 6 months is I've been using Trello as a way to keep a track of my progress for my games. We'll try and use Project Justice for example. From the very first month I was using Trello, I made this big board with a lot of things that I wanted to make. By month 3 I managed to get a lot of it done, and as you can see in the reference image that I show, quite a lot of it has actually been made. There's still quite a few things I still need to make, but you can definitely tell there's been a change. Because I was still working on the AI stuff with Project Justice, there wasn't really a lot that changed, but there were some incremental changes. But if we compare from month 1 to month 6, we can see that there's quite a stark difference, and definitely some progress has been made. And it's actually quite nice to kind of look back to see okay, well this is what I've done so far, and I can actually see progress has made. So that's always a big win, and especially when you're a small game dev YouTube channel, when you're obviously not growing as much as you'd like, and you want to try and branch out and do great things and make the games you want to make. This kind of stuff does help. Seriously, and it also keeps you motivated and keep you going as a good way to track your progress. And so that's how I use Trello. If obviously you don't feel Trello is probably going to be good for you, there is also Monday.com, although I tried to use that years ago, that didn't really work. I understand Millernote's also another thing, but I mean, there was some big YouTuber that used it a long time ago and got sponsored by it, but we haven't heard anything since, and Millernote just doesn't seem to get pushed anymore. Don't know what happened to it. And anyway, I tried to use Millernote as well, found it too confusing. It's more for marketing purposes rather than actual game development. But tell me, what do you think? Do you think you're going to use Trello for your stuff? Maybe you might want to use it in everyday use. Or maybe you might want to use it for your own projects, whatever that might be, whether that's game development or something else entirely. Let me know in the comments down below if you feel the same way and if you're going to be using Trello as well. But with that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.